Hello and welcome to Stories of Success. Today we will talk about Angelina Jolie, the personal life, achievements and challenges of the actress. After completing each operation, Jolie discussed her mastectomy and oophorectomy in op-eds she wrote for the New York Times. She detailed her diagnosis, surgeries and personal experiences, and described her decision to undergo preventive surgery as a proactive measure for the sake of her 6 children. Jolie further wrote, on a personal note, Angelina Jolie is an American actress, filmmaker, and humanitarian. The recipient of numerous accolades, including an Academy Award and 3 Golden Globe Awards, she has been named Hollywood's highest-paid actress multiple times. Jolie began her professional film career in 1993, when she played her first leading role in the direct-to-video sequel Cyborg 2. She was so disappointed with the film that she did not audition again for a year. In 2004, she starred in her first Hollywood picture, Hackers. Jolie's career prospects began to improve after she won a Golden Globe Award for her performance in TNT's George Wallace. George Wallace was about the life of the segregationist Alabama governor and presidential candidate George Wallace, played by Gary Sinise. Jolie next starred opposite Antonio Banderas as his mail-order bride in Original Sin. The New York Times critic Elvis Mitchell questioned Jolie's decision to follow her Oscar-winning performance with soft-core nonsense, the romantic comedy Life or Something Like It, though equally unsuccessful, marked an unusual choice for Jolie. In 2005, Jolie returned to major box office success with the action comedy Mr. and Mrs. Smith. The film received mixed reviews, but was generally lauded for the chemistry between the 2 leads. By 2008, Jolie was considered the highest-paid actress in Hollywood, earning $15.20 million per film. She starred alongside James McAvoy and Morgan Freeman in the action film Wanted, which proved an international success. Jolie next took the lead role in Clint Eastwood's drama Changeling. Based in part on the Wineville chicken coop murders, the film centers on Christine Collins. She received nominations for a Golden Globe Award, a Screen Actors Guild Award, and a BAFTA Award. Jolie also voiced the DreamWorks animation Kung Fu Panda. Jolie returned to the screen in Maleficent, a live-action reimagining of Sleeping Beauty. The film earned nearly $70 million at the North American box office and over $100 million in other markets. Jolie was among the Time 100, a list of the most influential people in the world as published by Time, in 2006 and 2008. She was named the world's most powerful celebrity in Forbes' Celebrity 100 issue in 2009. Some of her most commercially successful films, including Lara Croft, Tomb Raider and Beowulf, overtly relied at least in part on her sex appeal. Clint Eastwood, who directed her Oscar-nominated performance in Changeling, opined that having the most beautiful face on the planet sometimes harmed her dramatic credibility with audiences. Jolie's mother raised her as a Catholic but did not require her to go to church. As a child, she often watched films with her mother, and it was this, rather than her father's successful career, that inspired her interest in acting. Jolie first attended Beverly Hills High School, where she felt isolated among the children of some of the area's affluent families. She dropped out of her acting classes and aspired to become a funeral director, taking at-home courses to study embalming. As a teenager, Jolie found it difficult to emotionally connect with other people, and as a result she self-harmed. She also struggled with insomnia and an eating disorder and began experimenting with drugs. By age 20, she had used just about every drug possible, particularly heroin. Jolie suffered episodes of depression and planned to commit suicide. Jolie has had a lifelong dysfunctional relationship with her father. Voight left the family when his daughter was less than a year old. They reconciled when they appeared together in Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, but their relationship again deteriorated. After starring in the modern-day Romeo and Juliet adaptation Love Is All There Is, Jolie appeared in the road movie Mojave Moon. In Foxfire, she played a drifter who unites 4 teenage girls against a teacher who has sexually harassed them. In 1997, Jolie starred with David Duchovny in the thriller Playing God. The film was not well received by critics. Her next work, as a frontierswoman in the CBS miniseries True Women, was even less successful. Jolie's first breakthrough came when she portrayed supermodel Gia Karangi in HBO's Gia. For the second consecutive year, Jolie won a Golden Globe Award and was nominated for an Emmy Award. She also won her first Screen Actors Guild Award. In accordance with Lee Strasberg's method acting, Jolie preferred to stay in character in between scenes during many of her early films. While shooting Gia, she told her husband, Johnny Lee Miller, that she would not be able to phone him. Following the previously filmed gangster film Hell's Kitchen, Jolie returned to the screen in Playing by Heart. Sean Connery, Gillian Anderson, and Ryan Philippe were also in the cast. The film received predominantly positive reviews, and Jolie was praised in particular. She won the Breakthrough Performance Award from the National Board of Review. Jolie next took the supporting role of a sociopathic mental patient in Girl, Interrupted. Winona Ryder played the main character in what was hoped to be a comeback for her. The film instead marked Jolie's final breakthrough in Hollywood. Jolie reprised her role in Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life. She also starred in the music video for Korn's Did My Time. Her next film was Beyond Borders, in which she portrayed a socialite who joins an aid worker played by Clive Owen. The year 2004 saw the release of 4 films featuring Jolie. She first starred in the thriller Taking Lives as an FBI profiler summoned to help Montreal law enforcement hunt down a serial killer. Her supporting role as Queen Olympias in Oliver Stone's Alexander, about the life of Alexander the Great, was met with mixed reception, particularly cons. Jolie starred as Marianne Pearl in the documentary-style drama A Mighty Heart. The biracial Pearl had personally chosen Jolie for the role. The casting drew racial criticism and accusations of blackface. Jolie also played a shape-shifting seductress, Grendel's mother, in the epic Beowulf. After her mother's death in 2007, Jolie appeared in fewer films. Her first film in 2 years was the 2010 thriller Salt, in which she starred as a CIA agent who goes on the run after she is accused of being a KGB sleeper agent. Jolie starred opposite Johnny Depp in the thriller The Tourist. The film was a critical failure, though Roger Ebert defended Jolie's performance. Despite poor critical reception and a slow start at the North American box office, the film went on to gross a respectable $278.3 million worldwide. After directing the documentary A Place in Time, Jolie made her feature directorial debut with In the Land of Blood and Honey, a love story between a Serb soldier and a Bosniak prisoner. Jolie next completed her second directorial venture, Unbroken, about World War II hero Louis Zamperini. She also served as producer under her Jolie Parr banner. Unbroken is based on Laura Hillenbrand's biography of the same name. The film was scripted by the Coen brothers and starred Jack O'Connell. Jolie's next directorial effort was the Marital Drama By the Sea. The film was a deeply personal project for Jolie, who drew inspiration from her own mother's life. Critics dismissed it as a vanity project, as part of an overall poor reception. Despite starring 2 of Hollywood's leading actors, the film received only a limited release. Jolie next starred alongside David Oyelowo as grieving parents to the title characters of Alice in Wonderland and Peter Pan in the fantasy film Come Away. She reprised the role of Maleficent in the Disney fantasy sequel Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, which received unfavorable reviews from critics. Jolie will next star in Taylor Sheridan's neo-Western thriller Those Who Wish Me Dead. She is also set to produce and star in an adaptation of the 2014 James Scott novel The Kept, in addition to portraying the fictional warrior Athena in the Marvel Cinematic Universe superhero film Eternals. We cannot close ourselves off to information and ignore the fact that millions of people are out there suffering. I honestly want to help. I don't believe I feel differently from other people. Jolie first witnessed the effects of a humanitarian crisis while filming Lara Croft, Tomb Raider in war-torn Cambodia. Upon her return home, she contacted the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees for information on international trouble spots. To learn more about the conditions in these areas, she began visiting refugee camps around the world. Over the next decade, she went on more than 40 field missions, meeting with refugees and internally displaced persons in over 30 countries. In 2002, when asked what she hoped to accomplish, she stated, "Awareness of the plight of these people." Jolie aimed to visit what she termed forgotten emergencies, crises that media attention had shifted away from. She became noted for traveling to war zones, such as Sudan's Darfur region during the Darfur conflict. On April 17, 2012, after more than a decade of service as a UNHCR Goodwill Ambassador, Jolie was promoted to the rank of Special Envoy to High Commissioner Antonio Guterres. Jolie has been on over a dozen field missions around the world to meet with refugees and undertake advocacy on their behalf. Jolie has pushed for legislation to aid child immigrants and other vulnerable children. She began lobbying humanitarian interests in the U.S. Capitol from 2003 onwards. Since October 2008, she has co-chaired Kids in Need of Defense, a network of leading law firms that provide free legal aid to unaccompanied minors in immigration proceedings. Jolie joined the Council on Foreign Relations in June 2007. She hosted a symposium on international law and justice at CFR headquarters. In January 2011, she established the Jolie Legal Fellowship. Its member attorneys have facilitated child protection efforts in Haiti in the wake of the 2010 earthquake and promoted the development of an inclusive. Jolie has fronted a campaign against sexual violence in military conflict zones. UK government made the issue a priority of its 2013 G8 presidency. In May 2012, she launched the Preventing Sexual Violence Initiative with William Hague. In June 2014, she co-chaired the 4-day Global Summit to End Sexual Violence in Conflict. On September 9, 2020, Jolie made a generous donation to 2 young boys, who were running a lemonade stand in London. The boys were raising money through the stall for the people of Yemen, as the country was on the brink of humanitarian crisis caused by the Saudi-led coalition and Houthi rebels. After a 2-month courtship, Jolie married actor Billy Bob Thornton on May 5, 2000, in Las Vegas. The couple announced the adoption of a child from Cambodia in March 2002, but abruptly separated 3 months later. The divorce was finalized on May 27, 2003. Jolie was involved in a well-publicized Hollywood scandal when she was accused of having caused the divorce of actors Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston in October 2005. She said she fell in love with Pitt during filming of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but she dismissed allegations of an affair. During their 12-year relationship, the couple were dubbed Brangelina, a portmanteau coined by the entertainment media. Their family grew to include 6 children, 3 of whom were adopted, before they announced their engagement in April 2012. Jolie and Pitt traveled to Namibia for the birth of their first biological child. They sold the first pictures of Shiloh through the distributor Getty Images with the aim of benefiting charity. people and hello. On February 16, 2013, the 37-year-old Jolie underwent a preventive double mastectomy after learning she had an 87% risk of developing breast cancer due to a defective BRCA1 gene. I choose not to keep my story private because there are many women who do not know that they might be living under the shadow of cancer. It is my hope that they, too, will be able to get gene tested, and that if they have a high risk they, too, will know that they have strong options. Jolie on her reasons for speaking out about her mastectomy. As the daughter of actor Jon Voight, Jolie appeared in the media from an early age. After embarking on her own career, she earned a reputation as a wild child, which contributed to her early success in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Jolie's reputation began to change positively after she, at age 26, became a goodwill ambassador for the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. Owing to her extensive activism, her Q score nearly doubled to 25 between 2000 and 2006. This was a story of success about Angelina Jolie. If you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe and join us for more.